and when you're dealing with the unknown, you kind of have to, it's just the unknown comes with related emotions. But I think that I'm, like I feel like I've gotten really to the like the summit of what I can accomplish where I am, and it's time to move on. I will say though, and maybe you have to close this out. Maybe you've noticed this. I really feel like I'm dialing in my habit of just producing content on a daily basis and doing it in a way that no matter what's happening in my environment or my rather exciting life, I get it done every day. So if it works when things are kind of really hectic and busy, when things aren't this hectic and busy, it'll work even more. So thank you for supporting me with my daily like conversational content strategy.
Yeah, glad to hear it brings you value, Shul. I'm very happy to hear that. But that's it. And I'll let you go for today, and we'll check in tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Take good care. Bye bye.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
Okay, so that was my morning strategy call, and the big thing right now is just kind of talking through. There's always like the logical side and the emotional side of every action. Like things have to be in alignment for you to be able to move forward. And so the big thing that's on my mind right now is that I have a lot more clarity around what my ideal day needs to look like in order to get me to where I want to be, right? So if you think about things super high level, like people, like you have, some people say ideal, some people say dream, right? So like, what is my dream entrepreneur or dream investor life, right? Slash content creator, media producer, right? So it's like you have an ideal life, and then the ideal life is made up of like ideal years, and then you come down, it's like ideal months, ideal days, right? So it's like if you get the ideal day right, then the days become ideal weeks, and then the weeks become ideal months, and the months become ideal years, and the ideal years become ideal life. So instead of starting here, you want to start like breaking down things to, let's say, the simplest component in nature. What, like, it's atom or molecule? One of them. I think it's atom. And so what I realized is that like my ideal day consists of ideal habits plus ideal social environment plus ideal physical environment, right? So I know that when I'm in a right physical environment, that includes like how the feng shui, the design of where I work and where I live, the lighting, the chairs, the art. When I look outside and see, gorgeous architecture, beautiful nature, that absolutely has an impact on me wanting to do the things that I need to do. That's a massive leverage point. Similarly, I'm the kind of person that's very much impacted by the people around me. When I'm around people who are doing great things, I'm inspired to do more. When I'm having conversations with people who think outside the box, that absolutely makes its way to my workflow. And then the last thing is, every day, if you're taking action, you're going to run into problems as challenges, and you need to be able to crowdsource solutions from the people in your circle, whether it's people you connect with digitally, like your digital or online BFS, but also in person. And I'm just realizing that as somebody who's an early adopter to the remote work lifestyle, in 2017/18, I got involved in the machine learning community before AI was hot. So it's like I spent a lot of time on devices, right? This computer, and what I realized is that you got to get off the devices. And I'm wanting, and I'm striving, and I'm committed to having a life that balances my digital, a life that balances the digital and the analog. And the irony is, everybody that I know that has spent so much time in the digital, like we're actually going in the opposite direction, because maybe we've gotten here faster than the general population, but we know that there's a limit to what you can do digitally. And probably the reverse is true. Most people are just, maybe they're only their own third or fourth or fifth year working remotely, and they used to think they could never do what they do digitally or remotely. So they feel like, well, all my own assumptions about needing to be in person, they're unfounded. Well, in reality, the people have moved in the opposite direction, which is now they're making the assumption that they can do everything online. They don't miss anything from the in-person component. And those who've been here for a while know that there is a difference, that your social environment, your physical social environment, the people that you connect with in person, right? Being able to have conversations with people where you're communicating with, body language and looking people in the eye. it just matters. Even like you maybe read about people's love language. Like some people's love language is touch, right? So you might have an exchange with someone and they get something right, and you just pat them on the back, and they feel that more than any kind of virtual communication could give them. So I've already accepted that as true. And so now the goal for me is to think about what my ideal day looks like, which is my ideal set of, you can call them revenue creating activities, or RPAs, revenue producing activities, or IPAs, income producing activities, right? And that includes creating content, that includes sales activities, that includes research, analysis, leadership management, etc. All those activities, all those productive activities combined across different function areas of business. Having those core set of like 4 or 5 routines or habits that you do, business building habits and routines that you do on a daily basis, but also having it in the right physical environment amongst the right social environment.